Welcome back to Bazaar. I'm Inko, and I'm still very much in the process of learning Mac. Made all the harder by the fact that Mac just got hit by a hotfix that made him much weaker, and most of the builds I were using, the ones that I'd started to learn and understand, are the things that got directly hit. So, you know, back to square one a little bit. As for this run specifically, I feel like I made some piloting errors, because I think Laboratory is one of the coolest cards in the game, and it threatens to be super broken. At Diamond, if it's enchanted, it charges itself for 2 seconds every 4 seconds, as well as all of your other enchanted items, which it enchants, by the way, when it goes off. So you can combo that with like a pendulum and another fast item to make it infinite. You can combo that with a diamond library to make it infinite. It's such a powerful, potentially broken thing that I really want to play with it, and I may have made some questionable decisions as a result of that. I made the call to pivot into Laboratory in the mid to late game with almost nothing supporting that decision, and I end up having to make a lot of weird pivots and decisions towards the late game that make me feel as though it was the wrong call to go into Laboratory quite as fast as I did, but it ends up being a very interesting and powerful run. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, continuing the Mac grind, looking for our 5th win in a row. What do we have? It's income start. We're not clicking on those other two, we need money. Especially with the new hotfix making it even harder to transmute things. I think you just go Midsworth here. The removal of Potion Distillery from Bronze makes the early Midsworth a lot worse. But I just need to go to a shop here, because if I don't, I might actually get the very rare chance to lose my first fight that is only available to Mac. If you get, from what I've heard, Inglet, Kyber Drone, and Viper, Inglet actually beats an empty Mac board, so I need to do something. I can't not take a shop. I don't know that I want to roll here, to be honest with you. Like, there's no large item I want. I do not want to spend 10 gold on a bronze Athanor right now, so I'm going to leave. I don't think it's worth 4 gold. I'm going to treat my economy. I almost got the 3 that were dangerous. I'm going to take Pyro here. I don't really care about anything from Kyber Drone, and I don't think I beat Viper. But what I was saying is, now that my economy is less consistent, because I basically have to hit Potion Distillery, right? As of day 2, I'm going to go to, like, every single Barcoon I see, because you can't get Pole until day 5. Alembic's not good enough at transmuting. It's just once per day, and it doesn't even work at start of day lead generation, right? I think economically I need to be a lot stingier in this patch than I did previously, because transmuting is just so hard to do with both of the transmuters appearing at silver tier and one of them being bad. Anyways, Fiery is the best result from this fight. Not that I have any burn yet, but with an income start, I'm not too upset about it. Gonna go middle here. I still won't start of day lead generators just because they're so strong on Mandala. Just plus 5 gold for the lead is fantastic. More than that even, because you get the bronze small as well, I guess. I'm not going to take Potion. Ice Claw doesn't make any sense to me, but I do think I take Aludel here, right? I can just run a pretty damn good day 1 poison setup that beats Rogue Scrapper, can win a lot of day 1 fights. And I am going to roll here. Try to get those lead generators I was talking about. I don't think I take Candles here. Aludel's kind of not what Candles wants me to do. Gonna leave. I can't really see a point in taking the Refractor or the Mortar and Pestle. Sadly, I don't have anything for the Tiny Furry Monster. I have been thinking I haven't been floating Spider Mace enough, so I'm not upset coming here. I'm willing to roll to try to find one to float later. There's not that many bronze weapons, I feel like. Yeah, there's only 9 bronze weapons for Max, so I'm very likely to get a Spider Mace when I roll. I could also get a Magic Carpet, which isn't like the worst thing in the world. I don't think I care about Bottled Lightning even a little bit. Same with Leeches and Sword Cane. I am going to roll for the 1 and 2 at a Spider Mace. Unfortunate, just more Ice Claws and Refractors, huh? Yeah, no thanks.
You'll be back with bruises.
I do feel favored against another Mac. Like, this is a lot of poison for day 1. I don't think Mac can really do much better than this on a day 1 board. Starting gold poison skill with an Aludel. And he might only have... Oh, and he got Toxic Fang from Viper. I mean, like I said, you can always roll higher. Fucking hell. Yeah, I just lose to that automatically then, unfortunately. I think that's probably the best starting Max skill. Certainly if you hit Toxic Fang for no reason it is, but yeah, this is just very, very good going into the mirror because Mac has such little health. Oh, no shame in losing to that. Perfectly fine. I'm an income start Mac. I'm not expecting a day 1 win. I'm just always excited when it looks possible. Gotta go to middle here. There's a small chance in Alembic.
I'm pretty laid back.
Do I take a retort even though I have nothing to transform yet? Like right now, I just want to put another poison item on my board for my PvE fight, and it's a lead generator, so yes.
If it's not right for you, bring it back.
I don't care about Magic Carpet being the first thing I pick up there. Oof. So taking 2 lead generators, assuming I'll find a transmute, seems wrong now, right? In previous metas, I guess I should say in the day 1 launch meta, it lasted for about 18 hours. You could just buy retort plus calcinator and be happy with it, assuming that you would find one of the 2 transmuters. But now with both being silver rarity and one not being very good at transmuting, like Tome of Yahan sounds crazy to me. I would never liquidate for this right now. I don't need the calcinator. I don't think I can justify buying it. I'm sad about it. But like, we can find generators later. That's the easy part. It's actually transmuting stuff that's difficult. Anyway, what's Pip have for us?
Masterful trainer, but I must be the cheapest.
There is currently no way for me to put the final dose on the right option. Eventually, I will be able to, which will be very marginally better eventually, as opposed to much better right now. So screw that.
I'm impressed.
Definitely going Quixel here. Do I care about this? In the past, I've been very happy to take an early Nightshade, but I've also usually had a bunch of heal and regen shit on my board. Right now, I have none of that. And it's bronze, and rolling here is pretty painful. I think I can pretty easily go to a shop later. So I'm going to have enough money for my next shop. I'm not rolling here. It's just worth upgrading this for my PvP fight down the line. And if we do not beat Rogue Scrapper, I'll eat my hat. I'll be so confused. This is like, yeah, I'm only 250 health. That sucks. But this is so much poison damage, right? And as I forgot and rambled on about economy during Pyro, I'll go ahead and do the call to action now. If you aren't subbed to the channel, you can sub for more daily Bazaar content just like this. And when you leave a like and comment, all that YouTube algorithm jazz really does help the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. Anyway, getting back to the fight, yeah, it looks like we crushed Rogue Scrapper. 55 poison's kind of a lot. The fact that I am half dead is alarming, but we're fine. God, max starting health is just terrifying. You really want to be a level ahead going into the day 3 fight to start fixing this. I currently haven't found the experience to do that. Gonna go Kina here. She can sell either of the transmute mechanics.
Deals, not war.
That's a lot more poison, huh? The lead's also something I can't say no to. If I buy 4, 6, 8, I have 3 after the flip. 7, I cannot quite... It's so frustrating. Also, if I level up, I can't fill my board currently. That's a bit shit, too. I'm upgrading the Philosopher's Stone. I'm upgrading the Audel. I'm assuming I'm not leveling up at this point, and I'm rolling. And if I get something where I have to liquidate for Potion Distillery, I'm fine with it. In this case, I do not. Looks like I'll be using a Silver Philo Stone with an Emerald for my last fight. Because I'm definitely buying the Emerald. That's clearly right. I don't think Junkyard Club's passive effect matters to me. Instead of running Philo Stone for 1 regen, I could run Thurible for 1 regen, 3 burn. Don't really care, do I? Yeah, this is a perfectly fine way to fill out my board. I'm not worried about buying anything here. Hemlock being a silver enchanted item does seem better. It lowers the chance of hitting specifically Spider Mace, though. It's not even necessarily good. And the increase to board value is minimal. I'm not going to liquidate to buy that. I don't think that's right. JJ is not an experience of it. That means we are not leveling up today, which sucks. I think we do have enough poison with this Emerald. Like, once 2 items go off, it's better than Noxious Potion, so it obviously hits the board. And I think that's enough to win a lot of PvE fights. It might be enough to justify going here. I also don't have a Transmute yet, so I could just take 2 income. I always go Mountain Pass here. I never go JJ. Because I don't have to take risky, right? I could just click 2 gold, 1 XP. That levels me up. I think it's a very big chance of affecting whether or not I get my PvP win. Just the additional health is massive. I can put this back in. The chance of not getting a fight and getting an item off of risky or getting a fight I lose, like I think I would have lost to Aetherite and Scout Trooper. And we get a Transmute. That's actually fantastic. That is the best possible level up reward. Because now we get 4 more regen and 4 more poison on those 2 items, massively increasing our chance of winning. Also, we have money now. That's not minor either. So again, I feel very favored. I don't think mini-max are better than me. I think there can be some crazy burn mac that instantly blows me up, but I don't know how hard a weapon high roll has to be to kill me. Shiny Philosopher's Stone starting on him. That's a lot of regen. I don't think it's going to be enough to stop my poison, and his build seems all told kinda weak. Like, the Spider Mace is a bit fast, but I don't think that matters. Because he has 50 poison to my 5, yeah. Admittedly, he's generating a lot more regen than me, but it doesn't seem to matter all that much. Just Silver Aloe with an Emerald does a ton of poison. And I fucked up. I didn't realize I already placed... Yeah, I'm glad I didn't lose, because if I had lost by narrow margin, it would be entirely my fault. I did not realize Emerald wasn't a reagent. In my mind, it was for some reason, because it's a small item with a status ailment, which is what most reagents do, but that is absolutely not the case. So we need to fix that immediately. The potion shop's not great. I think I'd much rather go to Mandala and just immediately transform this too. You could transform Hemlock instead. I want the economy. I really want the economy. And the reason I care about the economy so much is because... Oh, that's nice, actually. This makes it a lot easier to transition into a Spider Mace build. I've been seeing a lot of Spider Maces do disgusting work on other people's videos. I'm interested in trying it out myself. Might not be going into it. We're not committed to anything just yet. But the reason the economy is so important is because it's going to give me the ability... This is bronze. Where's my bronze chunk of lead? What did I just transmute? I think I put the wrong item there. 1 second. So I go to Mandala. This is a chunk of lead. I transmute it. You can watch my inventory here. Nothing appears. I did not get the chunk of gold. I'm just down 5 gold. Sick. And I have relaunched my game. It's actually not in my inventory. I have no idea what would cause that. I really fucking don't. That's really upsetting. 5 gold is not a small amount on day 3. Well, that ruined my Venom hype pretty quickly. Let's hit Quixel and see if we can do anything useful here.
Your huge items. Price? Don't care.
If I got rid of all my small items that weren't emerald, I could get double emerald. It doesn't even seem good, does it? Buying these reagents isn't worth. I am going to roll here because the chance at an alembic matters a lot. I'll take that. That is a gold lead, which is a huge amount of gold. You know, if it actually generates the chunk of gold, at least it is. Before I transmute lead again, I'm going to sell my gold in case that somehow contributed to whatever the bug was. I don't think I care about runic pot or regen pot. I'm going to be on my way. I think I beat a scout trooper. My defenses are pretty bad, but my poison output's very good. So it's hard to say, really. Gunner is probably the best reward on this character, just not necessarily being reliant on an Athenor or any other reload mechanic's pretty good. And I find that very frequently, I don't need more than like 2 ammo in all my potions. I am pretty close to dead already. Please die in under 2 seconds. Not even close. Easiest tie of my life. God, max health is so sketch. Any other character wouldn't have been dead there. Yeah, poison's just mechanically a little bit slow for someone with this much health against a scout trooper. Gotta go JJ. I would love a random medium item, but the odds that specifically alembic are pretty low, so go JJ to filter towards nothing.
Crazy place, right?
I don't think there's anything I want here. I do not think I can afford to buy death caps here to fill out my board. I think I'm expecting to do better than that. I'm not going to float the moth meal with no way to transform in a backlog. Athenor allows me to use 1 potion indefinitely and burn a little bit. It's genuinely not bad. I'm about to hit level 4, so that's my guaranteed upgrade to silver. I'm currently going to be using that on a retort, which is almost certainly not viable late game. Like, if you push a calcinator super hard, it's a burn item. If it deals 200 burn, it can win fights. But a poison item dealing 200, that's so much less. I'm going to sell my chunk of gold. I'm going to buy that, because I don't think I have anything I want to use my bronze upgrade on right now. So I think Athenor is actually the play.
You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
And once the day is over, I'll figure out the last thing. I may as well upgrade this Hemlock. I have the gold for it. Now, I don't have a second potion, so Athenor doesn't seem very good on my current board, does it? Grappling Hook is pretty slow, so Venom doesn't make a ton of sense. Shrinking Potion doesn't really make any sense, even though I can reload it. Anyway, let's get the upgrade out of the way and see if our final shop tells us what we're doing.
With more time comes greater perfection.
It is Barcoon, which I am happy to go to. Barcoon, do you have a potion distillery by chance? It has a boiling flask, which is very, very good, admittedly. They'll buy my grappling hook and my shrinking potion for more. I think I buy the boiling flask and roll. And I know it's a very expensive roll that could potentially be agonizing if he sells what I really want. That's the problem, though, isn't it? If I buy boiling flask and roll, that's all my gold. Alembic is 8, and the potion distillery is 12. I have nothing to liquidate, really. I can get 6 easily, and then I'm fucked, to put it simply. I could drop, like, Hemlock and Philosopher's Stone, I guess. Yeah, I think Boiling Flask has to be bought here. It's just a lot more poison right now. It'll be great once I have a second potion. I could buy Potion, and that doesn't sound right at all. But right now, Boiling Flask is my best last 2 slots, despite the fact I'm only multicasting 1 potion with it. And I am going to roll. The things Marcoon has are too valuable for your long-term economy. And that's all just useless. We have Bronze Chunk of Lead, Gold Chunk of Lead, Venom that we're holding on to, and Worthless Item. That's an interesting Vanessa skin. What skin is this? It's not the one in the, like, daily store, and it's not Speedboat Vanessa, I wouldn't think. Anyway, they're using the new set. Multicasting a Zorkid. I mean, the Zorkid hits pretty fucking hard, admittedly, for some reason. Honing Steel. So that is scary, but I think we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. Just an absolutely wild amount of poison out of Aludel plus Emerald plus a moderately scaled retort. Happy to be 2-1 on an income start Mac. That's a great opening to the run. Yep. I would like to go JJ and look for the things I need, but what I really need is to go to Mandala. I remember seeing Crypt take the option to transmute your leftmost reagent, and it transmuted like a second item over here. I should have just thrown all my reagents on my board to see what would happen when I got that level up. Anyway, give me my massive amount of gold, please. Oh, that's actually good, I think. Yeah, 20 gold actually showed up this time. So now we have unlimited money, which means we go to Midsworth and look for Potion Distillery pretty easily. I had my hopes up for a second when I saw, like, the large silver with no tag at the top. I don't think you can go for Silver Palanquin here in any world. Staff of the Moose feels a bit random, like it's a great mid-game item, just fundamentally, like it deals so much damage. But it's kind of not what I'm doing right now, it's just very much off the beaten path and irrelevant. Yeah, I don't think I can switch to Palanquin or Staff of the Moose here, and the dagger's right out, I have no use for that. I don't think Venom's tier matters to me at all. What matters is the fact that it triggers a poison to turn a Spider Mace into a drill. Oh, whoops, I should have sold that 2 Midsworth for an extra 2 gold. I have unlimited gold, so I wasn't really thinking about it, but that's obviously objectively wrong. Poison Mac versus Flame Juggler? I don't think I will. I think that kills me. We should manage to take down Retiree, no problem, though. I know he scales more now, but, like, this is still a 7-second cooldown. If it swings more than twice, I will be shocked, and I'm very confident that the second swing does not kill me. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I'm underestimating it, but I deal so much poison that I kind of assume this will be fine. No, the second swing doesn't kill me. I'm fine. I was, I think, understandably a little worried. But yeah, we ramp faster than he does.
Newfangled items. I would have whooped you without those.
I think I'd have beaten all the other day 4. Maybe not. Poison's pretty slow. I think a lot of day 4 hard fights beat me, actually. Which is not a good sign. Tox Clocks does filter down towards Potion Distillery. Like I said, the economy is online, boys. Okay, we sell the gold, we sell the biggest item that makes room for the distillery. We're gonna need to sell something else, which will be the med kit, so that we have room to generate the gold. And we're playing a different game, a game where unlimited money is genuinely on the table. He has energy potion available as well. I can't really imagine saying no to that, and a reagent. I think this is the point where the build suddenly and massively shifts gears. I think with Potion Distillery, the Athanor, the Boiling Flask, everything is switching right now. And now that I have Potion Distillery, it's kind of hard not to play a potion game. Something I realized talking on the Discord to people is that maybe Potion Mac is so common because, like, the best econ item for the character just gives you a ton of potions and drives you into that archetype. I think the Aludel has to be the thing that goes. Yeah, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to buy the Energy Potion, the Moth Meal, get multicast on Energy Potion. And the plan is essentially just kill them with Noxious Potion twice as fast and scale up Velostone. I think it's worth rolling here. I'm not sure what all he sells, but I think Spider Mace might be available at the shop. I don't think we're a Bottle Tornado build, man. That seems unlikely to be right. Yeah, that'll be all for talk. Let's go to the next shop.
Closer and
Oh,
closer.
we level up. Nice. Completely forgot about that. I got so distracted by the distillery. These are, not great options, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna spend 4 gold on the reroll. Guess I'm gonna go leftmost crit and reposition my board. Like, it does make me better, but not by much.
Proud of you.
We can go Andy or Abandoned Crate. Andy is a transform, therefore Andy is correct. Yeah, I think it's really just that simple.
I would never debase my wares by haggling.
I was just thinking maybe the Emerald stays in, because I only reload 2 potions. We obviously sell the chunk of gold to make room for tomorrow. I can also put the retort in, right? It has full haste uptime now. So it's 23 poison. That's not full haste uptime because energy potion got nerfed. It's got 23 poison about every 4 seconds, which is not insubstantial. I think this is the best board I have right now. I'm going to keep trying to hold the Venom. I don't think Fire Potion has room here. Well, what if we just go Burn, right? We have the Athenor already. I think Fire Potion is better because Athenor is on the board, which sort of puts me in an awkward spot where, like, the retort's kind of irrelevant and I don't know what's going on here. I could pick up Hourglass, put it between the Philostone and the Fire Potion. I am going to buy the Hourglass. I think that's happening. I think we're out of poison. The Athenor just tilts you really heavily towards Burn. The Spider Mace with the dramatic last-second show to make me reconsider my entire life plan. So previously, the play was going to be this, probably. Using the Hourglass to speed up the Philostone and the Fire Potion. The Fire Potion is the first item that can actually crit, so it's getting left eye. And with this showing up, like, obviously it's not good yet. No, I need to find Poppy Field. The Mace is too far away. It's time to put that dream to rest. We're an Athenor build. Just because it's nerfed doesn't mean it's not sick. Oh, right, we transform something. I don't want that one. And I'll go ahead and leave the slot open so lead just slots in there when it spawns. I have a gold Philostone. I think it's right to buy the Shard of Obsidian. Just take these when I see them to scale this up in case that ends up being the plan we have. And I feel pretty good about this fight. I think we deal an outrageous amount of burn. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm overestimating it, but like every 5 seconds we use 4 potions to burn 20, plus the potions is another 14, I think. 34 burn per 5 is good. Nightshade scaling should be something that's bad into me. Heavy Philostone, heavy earrings, a lot of slow. Thankfully, one of the slows hit the Boiling Flask, which I think barely matters. Yeah, his poison is about to be very high is the thing. Burn is mechanically much better than poison, but I have no defenses. I don't know if we tied or not because his health's still lying to me about what it's at. We tied. Wait, no, I won. I'm not even dead. 200 poison on Mac Day 4, not a problem, apparently. Was that just all Nightshade? No, there was a ton of damage and healing out of the Spider Mace, actually. I'm surprised how fast the earrings were, but I'm really surprised how fast the mace was. Oh well, we won. Not going to worry about analyzing it too much deeper than that. Alright, pretty easy choice to just go to every shop at this point. I'm going to sell the chunk of gold. I don't want a bottled lightning. I think of the options, poison, lifesteal, or restorative. Honestly, I think I want poison the most. No, because I've swapped into burn. I'll take obsidian. They're all kind of bad. I need to transmute all of them, though. And once again, I don't think Palanquin is happening. So if I take Sapphire, and I find, like, Frost Potion, which is perfectly doable, because I'm constantly re-rolling things with my potion distillery, that's a lot of lockout, right? I would need a gold Athenor, so I could reload Haste Potion, Frost Potion. I think that's good enough. I think I'd go Sapphire and try to play lockout here. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. This is a spot where buying this and holding it makes sense. Why do I have a Turbo Venomander over here? Where the fuck did you come? Oh, you're a Catalyst. That's what you are. Fair enough. Do I sell him or keep him to roll? Because you can't normally get haste. The issue is haste is normally not very good, But if everyone else is hasted, that guarantees that this guy hastes the energy potion. So I actually am going to put him in. Energy potion goes off, haste everything else. Oh, he's faster than energy potion because of the nerf. It doesn't even work properly. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll sort it out the next door. Which will be an Andy, evidently.
You've just taken the first step.
Ooh, vitality potion. You like to see that. Obsidian fire potion. I mean, it's a higher tier as well, so it's just better. I think another fire potion is probably better than the hourglass. Because Athenor is going to reload them as well as the boiling blast, meaning that, like, most of the time, this will work out to be better, I think. I really don't like the Turbo Venamander, man, and I'm not going to be able to roll it. I have too many things backlogged, so I will go ahead and keep the hourglass in. And I'll see what my heavy enchant is next, I guess. Right, Vitality Potion was here. I have no defenses. I'm going to take a Vitality Potion.
You wanna buy that?
And I'm happy to roll.
Excellent choice.
I mean, it's the first time I've ever been able to give Hourglass a shot, so I'll buy it. The issue with buying Catalyst here is that I don't really have room for it. Like, I'm going to get Monster Loot in a second. Yeah, I think I have to leave the Catalyst on the table. I feel like the build got a lot stronger in the past couple hours, though. Do I beat Scoville with basically just Athenor, Boiling Flask, Burn, Damage? Vitality Potion will definitely go off at least once. I have a lot of regen here. I think I beat Scoville.
Feel the burn.
I definitely would have beat Scoville with old Energy Potion. I might have just thrown this fight, like, because I haven't really got it into my subconscious yet, how much worse new Energy Potion, especially at Silver, is. The old Silver Energy Potion would have been, I think, 66% uptime on haste. This is 1/6 uptime. Okay, no, the burn is actually pretty damn good. We're fine. Philostone dealt with most of the incoming damage. The fact this is already healed means that was pretty close to a loss. I wasn't watching my health. Philostone did a ton of regen, though. The damage here was very real. How close to dead was I? Like, did I actually drop down low enough that had I not healed, I'd have lost? Oh. No, the Vitality Potion went off basically before I'd taken any important amount of burn. No, Vitality Potion did nothing in that fight, actually. And it looks like I probably would have died before it went off again, so that's not good. Sure.
The Bazaar has many secrets. I will uncover
Silver
them
tier
all.
loot item, I suppose. That's probably the best one. Drag this over, upgrade it. The issue is that going to Mandala is pointless. Like, I get the same transform by going to Ayla, so I may as well check the front page and see if she has any obsidian items. I don't think I roll here ever. What did they do to my baby boy? This used to say haste all items for 2 seconds on a 5-second cooldown. Slow all enemy items for 2 seconds. Look how they massacred my boy. However, the second potion actually does get me full haste uptime. This one will haste the other one. This one will haste this one. Eventually, with some more haste duration off of an upgrade from a shop, this does what I need it to do. I will say, maybe Hourglass is better here. The Vitality Potion is just pretty shit currently. That's the issue. Do I want to roll? Like, what obsidian do I even care about? Obsidian Athenor. That would be pretty good. I'm not quite made of money, and there's very, very little she could possibly sell me that I would care about. Maybe I'm just not experienced enough and I don't know what I should be looking for. But I think Ayla's just a waste of my time.
Let's chat.
Looks like I got a Noxious Potion. And you might think a gold toxic Noxious Potion would be pretty good, but I'm a burn build. So no thank you. Oh, actually, we're done with shots for the day. I'll leave that over here so I can have a lead spawn where it needs to be. I will roll. Not interested in any of that, unfortunately. And of these items, I don't think I have any use for them. Bottled Explosion does deserve a serious think, but without like a left-handed to massively help get it off the ground, I think it's probably just going to be substantially worse than my current burn plan.
Maybe if I got better goods.
Now, I don't know if reload's completely random. If reload specifically targets empty items first, like if it's the way haste and slow work, essentially, then this board is a lot better. If it doesn't, then this energy potion's a bit sketch. Also, it's objectively wrong to be giving multicast to the non-heavy potion. They're otherwise identical. But I think I'm favored for day 5? Question mark?
You alive.
I'm not sure.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
I am down 325 health, which always feels terrible, and it's wide weapon, Vanessa. I do have Philo Stolen for a not insubstantial amount of regen, and it's going to be hasted most of the time, but those crits make it seem like it's all a moot point. Yeah, what was your crit chance there? 1 in 3? Are you sure it wasn't 50%, buddy? Yeah, Vanessa's Amulet Rock, and I just got rolled by crits. Quick question. Oh, this one also crit. So he launched... This also crit. With a 1 in 3 crit chance, he launched 7 attacks, and 4 of them crit. Very fair, very balanced. Definitely not getting robbed. Dude, I'm a fucking regen stacking build. I win that on average results every time. That's so unfortunate. Tough call with Mountain Pass against a store on this specific build. I think Andy's one of the worst stores, to be honest. I have plenty of stuff to transmute, so I am going to go try to get a fight. That one's a bit tough. I died pretty fast in the previous fight. I think I might actually be favored against this guy, though. Unless the first shot's able to one-shot me. I'm fighting him a day early, like 2 levels early. I've never died to the first shot of this before, but I might be able to do it on Mac. Oh, no. You wouldn't dare. Thank God. It was up to about 25% crit chance. Yeah, had that crit, I would have died because I'm an under-leveled Mac fighting him a day early. We make it through. Get a ton of experience for our troubles. Can't really imagine running Nitro here.
I see everything.
So it's kind of interesting that it's not clearly best to upgrade Athenor. I'm going to, but it's not as good as I would like it to be. We're also, with the Athenor upgrade, I think in a spot where it's better to run the Vitality Potion. And I think I have to push upgrades on this because I might need it at Diamond for certain late game configurations.
True beauty.
Right now, we still have the path of like multiple freeze potions plus an enchanted Vitality Potion open to just kill opponents. So that's nice. And I guess I go JJ here. There's no reason to go to Mandala over JJ.
I mean, a customer.
I feel like I'm going to have issues with gold generation. Or sorry, with space. No, because I can sell the Hourglass now that it's off my board. So I'll take the Sulfur. Make sure I keep getting things transformed.
Oh, you're leaving.
The main thing that Shrink Potion does is like super scale something else. And it will affect Fire Potion, but it goes off after the Fire Potion. And the burn from Athenor is passive. It's not actually great in Athenor builds. It's so not great that I think I'm going to leave it on the table, in fact. Yeah, we beat Infernal, no problem. If we beat Shock Trooper, we beat Infernal. Shock Trooper is straight up harder to kill. He's just a day later. Also, I do have multicast slow, which is very good against this guy because he only has 3 items. What? Is there no slow targeting anymore? 1 second, I need to watch replay. When they said simplified targeting rules, I think they meant they removed them. Yeah, it just hit the ruby twice. A report bug. I don't know if that's intentional, but it shouldn't work like that. The old system was definitively better. Alright, getting back into the run, report sent. Oh, that makes the slow so much sadder. Now not only does it slow 1 item, it can slow the same item twice in a row. Not consistently, but it doesn't do it sometimes. That's one way to nerf slow and freezes or remove smart targeting. I hope that's not the plan. Okay, so every time I use a potion, my Obsidian Fire Potion gains 4 more damage, huh? I think that seems good. I've never been in a build before where Burning Rage seemed remotely useful, but this might be the first. And I think with our current setup, we probably prefer a burn enchant off of Cobweb.
Each moment is a jewel.
Magnus's Femur, probably not that great right now. Bottled Lightning. Yeah, there's no way we're running that. It's an 8 gold roll, but I am fabulously wealthy. Yeah, there can be some crazy slow enchants. I am going to roll this. That's not like Poppy Field or Spider Mace or Venom, the things that would have really made me consider pivoting out. Those are just very normal items. I don't want them at all.
Spin like a wheel. You will return.
Gain 140 max health, huh? I'm gonna be honest, I think that's the right click here. That is not insubstantial.
Power burns hotter
Sell this before the next day. Don't know why I'm doing it, I just felt like it was right. Slow skills doesn't seem great. Ammo skills, I don't know. I'll check how Bazaar and say. The stocked skill does have the ammo tag, so it is a little bit better. I guess what I could also do is go like Mac ammo. He has gunner, stocked, heated shells, and then ammo reference, sharpshooter. I guess it's also taking common skills. Adaptive ordnance and retool, those are both monster skills. Ammo stash, jury rigger, panic. Wait, does Mac only have like... I think that guarantees you get extra ammo in Mac if you click the guy, right? I want to go here now just to roll it and see what happens. But I really don't want to throw a run, and getting good skills is very important. Like, my skills are not great right now. Oh, this is tough. I'm going to go gold skills. I'm not going to do the science. If anyone knows what's at C4, give me a heads up, because I clearly don't. That's got to be useless. I don't think 20 damage here is going to matter. I'm going to roll. There are great defensive options available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 25 damage instead. When you slow, your items gain 2% crit chance for the fight. I do slow a decent amount. I'm just going to take left-handed. Seems like the thing to do. Like, why take Noisy Cricket when I'm never going to have multiple weapons anyway? And go into this Mac fight, because it's only Mac. Everyone who's playing is hyped as hell about Mac. And some of us have gotten skins, unlike me. Time to Tinker is very scary in an Energy Post character. Or sorry, Energy Potion character, but he doesn't seem to have it. I'm pretty sure I just beat this man into the ground, because I have haste, he doesn't, I'm burned, he's poison. What am I missing? That's the cool part, I'm not missing anything. I will say I wasn't quite expecting the 120 poison I got pretty quickly. Oh, that's my regen, sorry. The 80 poison. Aludel is very strong, it's just not relevant. Not doing enough. He has had 2 wins on a jank leech build. I don't know, 2 wins on day 6 actually sounds kind of... I'm not gonna talk too much shit, I was 1 off, so... Barcoon really can't sell much I care about. I'm actually gonna go B1, B2 here. And I'm going to upgrade this retort, because we're getting to a point where I'm never going to find the upgrade for it. And I would like to have my income scale into the late game. Maybe it's super unnecessary. I'm not convinced I needed to do that. But it felt right to me. Orion can upgrade my boiling flask. That does nothing. I've got 33 gold. I just upgraded my income. Let's go find a better shop. Is Quixel a better shop? She can upgrade an energy potion, so yes. Oh hey, that retort's really scaling to the late game. It was 5 gold per chunk of gold at bronze. Now at gold, it is 20 gold. Our income is completely and utterly secure forever. I am going to roll here. I want to see Weaselpede go big someday, but I just don't understand what build it's for right now. That's absolutely fantastic. So what's the haste up time now? Everything else is going to be full hasted between the 2 potions, because this is 4 seconds of haste every 6. This is 1 second of haste every 6. And with no disruption, that extra second of haste on the energy potion will get it to go off just in time. It still needs to be better, unfortunately. But that helps my haste up time a lot. We got a Noxious Potion, and no thank you. I guess I didn't need to sell this now, that was just a mistake. I don't know, I'm defaulting back to lazy inventory management when I'm learning Mac. When you poison, charge a heal item. So if I got like a poison Athenor, the Joyful Jack skill could become crazy with a damage enchant on Vitality Potion. But that's like a 1 in 6 at the right thing off Jack, it's less than that. And then I have to find the right enchant for Athenor and a good enchant for Vite Potion? Absolutely not, let's go push experience. Hunker Down's great anyway. Like, if we're gonna go for a monster skill, let's go for the one that actually wins fights a lot more often for most of the run. I can't really see a way I use anything in this entire board other than Hunker Down, so it's a 1 in 11 to get anything I care about. The damage scaling on this is actually pretty real. It's doubled in damage almost already. Not that they're gonna have enough health for it to scale, really. It's mostly the burn that matters. Against anything with less shielding, they would be dead to burn before that scaled. Yeah, sure. That's the most gold I can get. Although gold is about to lose all value with those retort upgrades. The board's positioned correctly, so let's head in the middle. I have unlimited gold, I'll take it. It doesn't matter, but I have no reason to say no.
Enjoy that.
Actually, previously getting this to diamond would make upgrades less common. I might not want to push it to diamond because now it allows dupes at any tier if you get it to diamond. Do I want a sifting pan? I definitely don't want a restorative bottle tornado, but I have nothing to roll currently. If I got this, it would be 2 item slots. I would need 2 free at the start of each day. I would have no ability to float anything else. Seems like a mistake to me.
With enough power.
I have no reagents to transform, like, at all. So I'm just going to take a loot item. Look, I don't think there are any more of those in the run. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Maybe Barcoon wants it, who knows. I could toss it and go spend 10 gold for plus 120 health. I don't know, Goldie can sell Heavy Energy Potion, they can sell Philo Stone, Bite Potion, Athanor. They can sell a Frost Potion as well. I think Goldie's just... Ah, man, the health is so nice. I think I do want to go get the health. I have found nothing that pushes me towards freeze yet. 120 health is not nothing, but I think you go Goldie here. I think it was just a mistake to sell that stuff. Oh well, I go on my face.
Rich? Oh, you know, investment.
Maybe I'm just wasting my golden time and I should have gotten the other stuff. Lab is a very interesting item. And I guess I would take the Sapphire upgrade. I'm happy to get a Moth Meal as well.
But no taste.
Now, I do want to take Lab, and the reason is because Laboratory plus Library at Diamond is the most broken thing in the game. Library reduces the cooldown of all non-weapon items you have by 2 seconds at Diamond. Laboratory at Diamond charges your relics and enchanted items by 2 seconds. You can enchant Laboratory, which means that Laboratory is self-infinite and charges everything you own by 2 seconds because it's going to enchant everything on your board even if it doesn't start enchanted immediately. So I really want to play with that. I want to use that combo. But stash space is a problem. Alright, yeah, fair enough. The fact I don't have 24 gold is the bigger issue. We can stop thinking about it. Maybe if we find one at Diamond in a couple of days, we can start thinking about it, but right now, it's just too early. 1 win on Mac, but that does mean he's enchanted his item, so he's actually scarier than he otherwise would have been.
May I dissect you for study? You remind me.
For all I know, the 1 win was right after he died with the crazy enchant. Black Ice, Frost Potion, Boiling Glass, Rainbow Potion, Sapphire. I don't like the way that sounds. With a big-ass Toxic Ice Claw too, huh? Thankfully, he froze my Vitality Potion right before it went off, so I get much more healing value from it. I don't think it mattered. Okay, I actually thought that would be a lot worse than it turned out to be. Kind of surprised that was okay. I thought the lockout would be more effective. Athanor is still dealing most of my burn. Still getting a not insubstantial amount of damage from the Obsidian enchant. Just very solid build. I'm surprised at how good it is with the nerfed Athanor, but it just doesn't really matter that much. Like, I'm losing economy more than anything right now. I guess I go Andy. He can upgrade Energy Potion. That's good.
Ask the price. You can't afford it.
I'll take a Hemlock. I just need to keep transmuting shit, keep scaling this up. It's my only good Hey, we're getting a lot closer to my goal now. Really happy to see the Frost Potion. That's a fantastic transmute. Invuln Potion. See, that's part of the thing that really breaks Laboratory Library, right? You spend 7 board slots and you become invincible to damage. You just need the other 3 to, like, I don't know, lock out your opponent or something so that they can't freeze your Invuln Potion. For me, though, I think it's got to be worse than the Vitality Potion. At Diamond, this is much more appealing, but I'm not spending an upgrade on that. Maybe the Athanor, maybe the Bite Potion. Definitely not Bone Potion, though. Sell this. And I am going to pick up 1 more potion here. I wish these were higher tier, to be honest. Going to take the burn one. Might have to sell it. It's not a huge commitment either way. We are currently transforming slow first at gold tier. That is definitely correct.
Come with no weapons?
Oh, we can upgrade the lower tier one now. Right, with dupe protection removed, this just... Oh. I was thinking I would only see a gold one. I did not realize that I had essentially more chances to upgrade now. Slow regen pots. That's not it. I want to hold this. No, I'm happy with the potions I have. I need to keep transforming. Mirror is not very good with Boiling Flask, is it? Let's go ahead and roll that. It's back, and I have money this time. But what I don't have is space. I would have to switch the Frost Potion and Sapphire in now. I could switch over right now to this. Freeze 2 items for 2 seconds. Freeze 3 items for 1 second. This should be full haste up time. I lose Vitality Potion and Philosome. That's all of my defenses are the lockout now, right? But this is a lot better than it used to be, because now it can target the same item, meaning I can actually really fully lock out a one-weapon build. Maybe not, because it's not multicasting a slow one target. It's... I'm not sure. I really strongly think that to switch over, I need to have this Fire Potion become another Frost Potion. I'm not ready until then. And I would need to do the switch to have the stash space to buy that lab. I could also just sell these immediately and buy the lab. That's another option. I don't really need Athenor currently upgraded. I would like it to remove any randomness for reloading the Bite Potion and the second Energy Potion. I have slouched almost entirely out of my chair. I need to fix my posture. This decision has got me twisted. It's such a broken thing, right? Why run Boiling Flask? Hold up. Why am I multicasting them when I could be charging them? Because once this is enchanted, it's charge 2 every 2. Even without the library to make it infinite, right? That's about on par with giving them multicast in the first place. And it's going to massively speed up my Vitality Potion and my Energy Potion, which will be a net gain to Athenor. A crazy sped up Vitality Potion. Seems like I don't need the Philostone anymore. I'm about to throw the fucking run making decisions here, aren't I? The idea is that I put Lab in right now, and I sell these two. Because I just don't need them anymore. I want to play a Lab build. That's what it comes down to. I just want to play a Lab build. And I am convinced that this item can be good, and it can be completely broken with the right synergies. So I'm going to do it. We'll see if I've made a tremendous mistake shortly. We should crush a Dr. Vortex unless I've completely misevaluated how this board is going to work. The lab will take 4 uses before it's enchanted my whole board, and whether or not it hits itself quickly is very important because it needs to be enchanted to be fast. So it gave Obsidian to my Energy Potion on the first one. Then it gave Heal to my Athenor. Then it gave... Oh, is it not enchanting itself? Hold up, how many times did it go off? The whole board's enchanted. It went off 5 times, and it did not... I bet Lab doesn't have enchants. Oh, I think I'm so disappointed. Laboratory does have enchants. It just won't enchant itself. Huh. Maybe it did get an enchant and it's just not showing in recap and I was dumb the first time I read it. Because it needs to enchant the Energy Potion itself and the Athenor. The first one goes onto the Energy Potion. The second one is Heal on the Athenor. Then the Vitality Potion gets heavy. It goes off again. And it doesn't enchant itself despite having enchants on howbazaar.gg. That's just a bug. Alright, bug reported. That makes this a lot worse in my current board setup. I do level up off of this fight, thank God, because now I just have to enchant Lab. It doesn't even matter what enchant I'm offered. Oh, that sucks. I have nothing scaling anymore that matters, so I can just sell these. Since Phytostone's not on my board.
Another step forward on my path.
Toss the Lightning Rod immediately, I don't need that shit. Now, looking at Lab, when you use a relic or enchanted item, slow 1 for 3? That's just full board slow, and everything's enchanted, right? Like, I'd prefer Icy for Freeze Lockout or Shiny so it's self-charging without the laboratory. Sorry, the library. But, that seems like 3rd best. I don't random that. Now, if I've been conned, I'll be very upset. No, it won't enchant itself, but you can enchant it. So, since it has full haste up time, this will be going off every second. Because these will be getting charged by it. And there's no concern about ammo because this will be going off very rapidly too. I definitely don't like the Athenor here. Oh right, it's every 2 seconds because it's only at gold. But what I was going to say is I don't like Athenor not being at diamond here. That hurts. Midsworth is fantastic. Anyone filtering to large is very good for me. And I have nothing I need to be rolling back in the stash.
All things in moderation. Nice.
Nope, no thanks to all of that. No larges, unfortunately. I will take the merge just to roll something. It's a net nothing. It'll get the enchant and sell back in the same gold. No reason not to do it. I'm going to go to Aerodrome over middle and try to find Pole or Barcoon, or at least... Alright, I'll take this. I was going to say Midsworth again, but I'll take 2 XP when it's offered. You can't say no to that. I had just barely hit the level 10 on day 8 threshold, so I am a little bit behind curve on the X-Span. I am ahead of this Vanessa, though.
Why must we do this? Death laughs at us both.
Alright, they appear to be a weapon, Vanessa, using Prabha. Oh, what kind of... He's got Tripwire. That's very scary considering how my build works. I have Vitality Potion. Is this the one that scales damage? Where is the damage scaling? It's just on G. So the Proboscis won't kill me. So I think I win. There's just a lot of potions animating on my board. It's kind of hard to keep track of what exactly is happening. And my board's not great with the permanent slow. We get him. Barely. The Jit would have killed me on the next use. Statements I've never said before. I suppose the Jit's still massively worse than the Mantis Shrimp. When you slow, this gains 10 damage for the fight, versus when you slow, this gains 20 damage and 3 burn. Strictly inferior card. I don't get my diamond upgrade today unless JJ helps me out, so let's hit JJ and try to find our large items.
Sometimes I sell stuff.
Not quite the right ones. He did hear the keyword, just he didn't get it correct. No thanks. Don't want a sleeping potion. Don't know why I sold it either.
I'm not cut out for business.
Andy is arguably the worst shop for me since I don't care about buying reagents anymore. I do care about haste uptime on these. I do care about bite potion upgrading. I do want to bank an invuln potion, upgrade my frost potion. There's enough stuff here at Andy that I'll still go here.
Portions, the finer the mingle.
And get nothing for my efforts. Hold up, though. When you slow, which I will do literally constantly, it does seem like a pretty fast spider mace. It's just like, there's no way I drop this much damage. There's no way I drop the bite potion. Right? Surely not. Restorative silver is definitely worse than obsidian with the skills that I have. I think this spider mace is bait. Like, obviously I do a good chunk of slowing already, but like, I have to cut the obsidian fire potion for it. Which doesn't seem great to me. I assume this is working on drill rules because I don't poison at all. It's going to take 0.8 seconds to go up every time. Assuming that everything's on loop, which it probably is. The Athenor can't miss if I drop a potion, though. I have the money to just, like, try this out in the monster fight and see what happens, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot. Let's see what it does. It seems to me like it would be good. I should just be fine against Death Knight Reaper. I'll slow him into the ground. He will only attack once. It cannot one-shot me anymore because this is now just 120 crit instead of double damage 20 crit. So yeah, he should just get slowed into the ground, and I should deal a lot of damage from burn. In addition, I should have a very fast spider mace. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know, the spider mace seems pretty fast, and all the slowing is scaling it up quite a lot. Or sorry, all the burning. It's not slow scaling. It's every time I use a potion, it gains 4 damage. Yeah, it seems like a lot of slow. I'm not convinced that was better than the fire potion. It definitely wasn't bad. If it gets shiny or poison, it's obviously a lot better, but that's very random. Yeah, it did deal 3.7k damage, which is obviously good. But presumably, it would have went off about 7 times had it been a fire potion, and that would have dealt 70 burn. Which I guess would have been worse, huh? It doesn't normally get shiny. This is an overperformance. At the same time, though, maybe that's fine? I don't know. I think maybe this is better than the fire potion. The build got really weird. I've made some questionable decisions that put me in a very strange place.
After all these centuries, there is still more to learn.
Is there burn slow or burn poison? There is burn poison. So Malifang could turn the Athenor into a poison item, sending the spider mace to the moon. I could also get slow equals damage. Like, I could be playing a spider mace build here. So Mac has 3 slow skills and 7 slow reference skills. So 6 out of 10 to see whatever I want. And I do have 2 big hits, being slow and steady for damage scaling, or slow targets for crit scaling. If I go for burn, he has 4 burn skills and 15 burn reference skills. And that is just a 1 in 19 for if you burn poison. Well, 6 out of 19, really. I'm extremely torn on this decision. There's a lot more misses on Malifang, but the misses include a bunch of things that are just flat burn value for the Athanor, which is most of my damage currently. And then on Lumbra, the crit chance really isn't a big deal because the Athanor doesn't benefit from crit chance. There is slow freeze, which is obviously good, but not completely insane. I'm really just like going here specifically for 6 out of 10 at when you slow gain damage. Malifang has a lot more generically good things. If I'm planning on playing Spider Mace, then this is better. And truthfully, I'm probably planning on playing Spider Mace because I want to play the Laboratory Library combo. Oh wait, that doesn't work with weapons. It wouldn't be good here. I'm going to go for slow scaling. I genuinely think it's such a massive hit, and with 6 out of 10 odds, it's worth going for. These are not it. And I don't care about Net Launcher at all, it's just a full miss. I full slow my opponents already. I got the worst level of slow crits. Really? And because I have multiple slow items, this does not guarantee I charge the laboratory, unfortunately. Well, I'm going to take slow scaling. It's not very good slow scaling, but it will get me to 100 crit eventually. Want to sell this, I have no use for it. And I am going to stick with Spider Mace, I think. I don't know, I'm completely torn about the Spider Mace decision. And I'm going to go Ayla looking for a Spider Mace upgrade, because if I can get it to Diamond, it gets a lot better, because then I can, 1, it gets more damage, but 2, I can dupe it down the line now. And I would very much like to have a second Spider Mace to use with this thing, because if I get 2 of them going off, it will be very, very good. Like, the whole point is damage scaling, right? So double the damage scaling. That's not great. I wonder if this is ever a position where I can fully pivot into a different build. Probably not. I don't think so. Let's just move on. This guarantees I level up when I otherwise wouldn't, and it makes me much closer to level 13 tomorrow.
More than with each new discovery.
With that much experience, it's actually a guarantee to 13 tomorrow. Sure, 15 damage is not nothing. It's going to be going off pretty fast. It is another Mac. Surprise, surprise. I don't know if I'm favored. Late game Mac lottery is something where I don't know what's the best right now. Entering late game. I think I'm strong. Like, the permanent board-wide slow should be pretty good. Turbo Poppy Field, Venom, Spider Mace with Toxic. I don't think that's quite infinite, but it's fucking close. He has enough other weapons that I think it won't matter because I'll have full haste on everything. I think I lose this one. Bite Potion's gonna do a lot of work, but not enough. Yeah, just so much scaling damage from the Poppy Field, man. I was aiming for this earlier, right? I've never seen a Poppy Field. I ended up having to drop the Venom. Grumble, grumble. And he became a lot better now that I have a Spider Mace, though, because I can put Venom onto my board to make it go off twice as fast. No Poppy Field, though. I am looking for the transition at this point. Yes, I can always blame my losses on not getting better defensive options now. That's funny. That's not a bad build. The laboratory just betrayed me. That's definitely what happened. No thanks to that, though. Bit late for a bad of acid pivot, if you ask me.
Buy, don't buy, as long as we get to hang out.
Kina is fine. Don't mind that at all. I may as well roll this. I don't have any intention of ever using it again.
Make deals, not war.
I've got unlimited gold, so I'll take it to Diamond. It's definitely not the upgrade I wanted, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, there's no way Frozen Flame is useful here. Pendulum with a Spider Mace this fast just threatens to do very gross things. I think you have to buy and float that. I say float, I think I win my next PvE encounter no matter what. I want to see what happens if my board looks like this. Obviously the Athanor is terrible in this specific board configuration, I know that. I want to use the Pendulum, I don't think it works yet. I need more baseline and chance, I need the Athanor replaced with something. It's an interesting item that I intend to keep around, that's for sure. At some point, we'll go to a store where a pivot becomes obviously viable. I don't think we can fight for All Street Champion, and if we lose our fight, that means we do not level up. I'm gonna go take on Trash Titan instead. I'm not hugely interested in Juggler here, I just need a fight that I win. Like, I guess it's good, right? I have a very fast Spider Mace and a very fast Lab. The new slow targeting just not being targeting does make me very sad. Wait, is it because it immediately slowed that once it wore off? I have no idea. I have no idea if it's targeting correctly or not. It's definitely got some bugs in it, just like last patch. Just don't know what they are yet.
Specimen for my collection.
Sure. What on earth is that? So that's what you look like now. Do I want it on Vitality Potion or on Athenor? I think it's better on Vitality Potion. That's 500 shield every 5.5 seconds. Less because of Library, or Laboratory rather. I think that's an insane amount of shield. I think my damage scaling should be good enough. Maybe I'm crazy about that. I don't know. I think with the Lab and going to 13, charging it 2 seconds now, I'm pretty sure that upgrading this Lab sends me to the fucking moon. The difference in charge 1 second every 4 and charge 2 every 4 is pretty massive, especially because it should be charging itself. I haven't really been able to watch that very much yet, but it should be doing that. There's a slight inventory space problem, though. I think the energy potions are still better. I could be wrong about that. I'm definitely tossing the catalyst, because I just need room for lead. It's more important.
To trust the shrouded stranger.
And I'll take XP again. Gotta fix my life pool. 4,000 on day 10 is not enough. Okay, I think we're fine here. I think with the Diamond Laboratory and the Shield Heavy Enchant and the Shield Potion, we should be fine. I said 4,200 is not enough, but I'm 900 above my opponent. Thick Hide, he does not have the Heavy Enchant, so we stand a chance. I was very worried for a second. I think being a pure poison build, Vitality Potion just hard counters him, and we win. I'll say this, my burn scaling's not very good, and the Mace is a lot slower than I would like it to be. We might need to go back into like a burn potion or something. The Mace does like start doing stuff eventually, but it does a lot less than I imagined it would.
You've got talent. You should.
Yeah, we win, but it was fuck ugly. It was not good. So, quick recap. How fast am I compared to a Shipwreck Aquatic build with full haste uptime? You know, pretty fast. Buffer push off 22 times. My Lab went off 16. Like, Spider Mace was the whole build, admittedly. But if we just had something that dealt, you know, an amount of burn damage, I can't help but feel we'd have been much stronger. Oh, man. I'm in a really weird spot with this. I don't know. This is very strange. I have to sell something before I go to the next store. So I'm finally putting together succinctly what the problem is. Lab takes up too much space to play a lockout strategy, because if you try to do something like that, how do you reload your potions? Theoretically, I could find like a boiling flask and that would do it. And I could go down to just like drop haste potions entirely, boiling flask on the health potion, the frost potion, put in sapphire over this and have 2 more board slots. They could then be a pendulum between the Lab and the frost potion. Doesn't matter, right? Because I would eventually win if I'm full locking them. I genuinely think the right play here is to sell the retort and say I have enough gold for the rest of the run. I don't think I have the ability to make an informed decision about what sticks around. And if I go to Ayla and get another Spider Mace, it makes it a lot easier to play a Spider Mace build, doesn't it? Don't really have any use for a Viper Cane. Don't scale up a Goop Flail very effectively. Don't have room for it either. Cool items, not useful for my build. When either player uses a weapon, charge this 2 seconds. I haven't really been looking at floor space. I know I've seen it once before in the run. I don't know if I was ready to use it then. This is getting charged 2 by the Laboratory and 2 by the Mace. I mean, it's limited on internal cooldown, right? If this goes off once a second, it's still not good. So get out.
All my weapons have been tested in battle. Have you?
What did I get, by the way? Noxious Potion. I'll keep rolling that. No reason not to. We'll hit JJ.
Come on in. Let's chat.
Don't think I'm interested in those, unfortunately. Well, that is interesting, isn't it? Now, when it goes off, it's going to be enchanted, triggering a slow and triggering a poison. Alright. That is the missing piece to play a completely different build. I don't know how to make it happen just yet. It probably involves Runic Potion, to be honest with you, right? Because it gives this lifesteal, giving me sustain. So we have this, we have this, we have this. Nothing else is locked in. No one is safe. I would probably want the pendulum on board between these, because that would probably get it to be an infinite loop pretty quickly. I have 1, 2, 3 active items. That's a little bit scary. Yeah, that's true. What am I going to do about it? I hate this because I'm trying to do the Winstreak thing. I don't think any version of an Athenor build that I currently have assembled, like my skills just aren't that strong for an Athenor. I don't think I can take Athenor to a 10-win run on days 14 or 15. I'm never playing Lockout. I can sell the Sapphire. I can't do anything. I've disconnected. So like I was saying, I'm never playing Lockout. It just doesn't work with what I've bought. So I'm selling the Sapphire. I get the Poppy Field. Now whenever I use this, it will trigger a slow off Laboratory, a poison off this, charge itself halfway immediately, put a charge onto the lab, which is already going off every 2 seconds anyway. That should be pretty damn fast. And we give it lifesteal. This is the build. There's no way that I'm ever doing anything other than potentially cutting a pendulum. The Athenor is completely out as a result of this. If the pendulum proves unnecessary, then that would be like a shiny enchant here, I guess. Or a duped spider mace, or a venom, I guess. Like, there are ways this goes away. And if it does, I probably want the vitality potion and not these other potions. And that's important because it means I have the space to get a retort back. Now that I've sorted out what the pivot was, I found a shop that allowed me to do it. Don't think Weaselpede matters, though. And now we go to our monster encounter, and we find out the hard way whether or not this is infinite and crazy. By my estimation, this guy will be dead before Eye of the Colossus goes off. It should definitely have enough poison that I win. Time to find out one way or another if that's true. Oh, that's not very fast at all. I have severely misestimated how this performs. Why is it so much worse than I thought it was? Now the good news, it has lifesteal, and I've stacked up 100 poison, but it doesn't matter. I lose this. Why is this terrible? When you slow or poison, charge this 2 seconds. It should be slowing every time it goes off and using the Poppy Field every time it goes off.
This is a terrible place.
Which is half the charge. Then this should be going off every 2 seconds to fill the gap initially. I don't know. It just wasn't that fast, and then it got to destruction. Well, we're locked in. We need to figure out how the fuck to get this over the hump, because evidently it's got a lot of startup time that I didn't quite anticipate. That's very bad. I think I 100% kill that guy. I don't know if Athenor could have beat him either, because it would give him so much shield and it's a burn build. Do I want a crit skill? No. I want to go diamond skills. I want to find a solution. Poison, charge, burn. Doesn't do anything. Heal or regen, I don't do. Plus 6 poison's not a big deal. I'm going to roll. Huh. So I can get plus 3 ammo, but then I wouldn't have lifesteal. But I can take this and just not need the potion, freeing up the item slot. So I'll do that. It helps, but not a ton. These scaling options don't seem important to me. Even though I don't need Runic Potion anymore, it's like, none of these are great, right? I'm just putting in a shield potion because it is generically the best potion I have. I think I go Quicksil, because I basically need the pendulum upgrade for this to work now. None of my skill upgrades actually fucking do anything. What's my crit chance on? It's on the leftmost. I was talking about how I could potentially use a boiling flask. I don't think it actually works, though. Like, what's multicasting this really do for me? What gives it unlimited ammo, too? I'll tell you this. I'm definitely not using that potion. If I do put Boiling Flask in, it gives me one more active item, which doesn't really matter, and multicast this, which gets 2 heavies, and it gives me unlimited defenses, right? I think for now, Boiling Flask is better.
So I can buy things. Huge things.
I have 2 energy potions in my stash. I'll make one of them diamond because I may as well. I have a lot of gold.
Now sell me something. Something huge.
Going to sell the other one. It's never happening.
I guess.
I still don't feel very good about the situation I'm in. I have a much better defensive setup, so that's nice. But, what am I looking for at Pearl? There's got to be a thing I can find at Pearl that fixes this.
Like a hardy one.
There's got to be something.
Need some work.
These are not it. Obsidian scales. When I use the laboratory, if it triggers this, it will go ahead and immediately trigger the laboratory as well. Poppy field is passive. These don't really need to be charged. I would be dropping flask and I'd have a symmetrical board for the scales. God, is that right? It speeds this up, not insubstantially. Alright, Boiling Flask, it was good knowing you. But you do appear to be the inferior choice here.
Magnificent find.
Obviously, my defenses are much more temporary now. But having another weapon also helps Poppy field a lot as well. Like, the Obsidian enchant here is not minor. Oh, great, I don't have one weapon anymore, so I did lose my lifesteal. Sick. Dude, I feel like I've really fumbled this run.
I seek the ultimate secret.
I don't know, my damage scaling went up a lot, and my lifesteal might not have been enough anyway.
You would stand aside.
Desperate Cleanse. He's also doing lab stuff, but he's playing Lockout. Is it enough to actually permanently lock me out? Duping those is very dangerous. He's full slowed forever, so I don't think he locks me out, and I think I do win. Yeah, just the passive speed on the Spider Mace is enough to kill him with poison and scaling. Desperate Cleanse does slow me down a lot, though. Thank God for the heavy Poppy field. I don't think I needed it, but it might have mattered here. He also appears to be fumbling it on his 7 wins, where he's gone into some weird shit with lab that was the wrong call. Okay, I wonder if the way lab works is it randomly picks an enchant, and it might not apply to the item it goes to, and it bugged out, and that's why it didn't hit itself the first time. No idea. +2 poison on Artisan Dunes is not minor. Like, that is a lot more damage scaling. It's 2 more poison, 2 more damage every time I use a weapon. I think I actually do need to pursue that. It's essentially 33% more damage scaling. I am once again going to sell the retort. I just don't feel comfortable making a decision with what I have right now.
My weapons, and you might.
When you crit, double this item's damage for the fights. How would that ever fit on board, man? Obviously, this is the sort of thing the Raven is for, right? With the lab build. But again, with Spider Mace and Poppy Field being part of my lab build, I don't see how that's going to work. I'm gonna roll that. I don't see how I use any of this. Refractor does gain kind of a lot of damage, doesn't it? But it doesn't have room. There's no way to put it on board. I mean, this doesn't even do that much, right? A letter opener would be a faster item triggering Poppy Field more. It sounds crazy, but if I'm already breaking my bonuses anyway, let me just see how that works. Like, we have a PvE fight, it's for testing things. I have the gold to buy and sell this and not regret it. Again, I don't actually think I beat Frost Street Champions, so my options for my third fight have been pretty rough this time, being 2 Frost Street Champions I lose to, and as it turns out, a Void Golem I lose to. Or sorry, a Void Colossus. I don't even know I beat Property Baron, man. It's that bad. I don't have any sustain, really. I'm gonna go fight Boss Haro, I guess. I think I would like to have Assault Focus, though. Like, even though it does hurt this, it doesn't matter that much to me. Everything else on my board's basically impervious to it. The extra weapon does appear to have sped this up a lot. Think that might have been the right call. Now that said, I still don't want to drop the Vitality Potion because once I get the Pendulum, I won't be using it anymore. I'm gonna take the loot item, sell this first. Goldie, huh? Got the bug, I didn't get a loot item. Very cool. Going to reload and see if it pops in. No, it just does not exist. Neat. Is there anything I need to be transforming? No. Is there anything I want to be transforming? Also no. Goldie, how about a second Spider Mace? You know you want to. Come on, man. That is plus a lot of gold if I sell something. Definitely not using the bayonet. So I'll buy the Philo Stone just to get a gold lead. Sell it right back. Transmute this. Still really looking for something else. I don't want to use the letter opener. Guess I'm using the letter opener. When I run... No, I have no way to reload it. It doesn't matter if I find like an invuln potion or anything because I just can't reload them. Another vitality potion, huh? Second one's kind of a lot worse than the first one. Oh, I don't generate anything anymore. I keep selling my retorts. That's not great. Rolling here feels incredibly frivolous, so I'm not going to.
It's not quite pure. I need a new alembic.
I could theoretically win. It feels pretty unlikely, but I do a lot of slowing. Depending on my random enchants, I could have very good defenses or very good offenses, or nothing. He has an Obsidian Arbalest, which is a slow scaling build similar to my own. I think it kills me. That is a lot of haste and a lot of slow. Yeah, that's going pretty fucking fast. It didn't crit the first hit, actually. Wait, you get him.
Defeat does not defeat me.
All right. The damage scaling isn't awful, especially if you get shiny on the Spider Mace. Think that came down to lab RNG, but I'll take it. Do I level up before my PvE fight? No, I don't. So I don't even get to test Pendulum. I have to upgrade it and fucking believe. Oh, that's terrifying. I hate that. I don't want to do that at all. Maybe just upgrade Poppy Field for better damage scaling. I mean, ideally I just go to a shop that fixes this, but I can't do that. Is there a heavy diamond potion that would have get run on my board? No, I don't reload them. It's that simple. I'll go Andy. You can sell me second Spider Mace.
You can't afford it.
Quillen ink, myrrh, incense. There's no reason to transmute this stuff. It's a chance at Spider Mace. That's the reason to transmute.
Be remorseless.
Gonna just sell the Frost Potion. That's obviously not happening. Buy the Philo Stone, toss it too. It's obviously better to transmute lead and make money. Not the second Spider Mace I was looking for, unfortunately. Let's see if we can't just transmute it. Oh, right. I transmute into potion specifically. This doesn't work. Of course. Having seen the Invuln Potion already, I'm not going to roll. I would roll for a specifically Diamond Invuln Potion, maybe. Our damage is high enough that we kill Awakened District, for sure. This build with the letter opener might have actually been able to beat, like with the Obsidian Scales and the letter opener, I think this would have beaten Void Colossus. It takes a hot second to start. Maybe it would still lose. Maybe any one item destruction is too much. Because, like, yeah, once it starts, it really starts. But it takes a while to do that. Also, Obsidian Poppy Field is pretty mean. That's a lot of damage.
I've my experiments.
Anyways, what do we get for our troubles? Sick. I mean, you take it. It's diamond. There's no reason to skip it. My Grandmaster's already garbage. We take the upgrade. The question is just, what does Pendulum do? And I can figure it out, right? After the first lab goes off, we can assume that we're going to have a Spider Mace. Second lab, by worst. That's 6 seconds in. So if we had the Pendulum in, when the lab goes off, let's assume it's synced and the lab goes off with the Spider Mace. That'll happen at some point. The Spider Mace gets charged 2 seconds by the poison here, 2 seconds by the heavy here, 2 seconds by the Pendulum at diamond, and then 2 seconds by the enchant, or the slow rather, from the laboratory as well, freeing me up to use any final potion I want. Now, I could just run this instead because I have more weapons like this, meaning the Poppy Field is scaling faster. Because even though this does become an infinite Spider Mace, it's not a very fast infinite Spider Mace. It's every 0.4 seconds. Which is like pretty fast. It's 2.5 casts per second, but not insane. I, however, have to wait. I have to let it start up first. I'm super vulnerable to disruption. I think it's a Poppy Field upgrade. I think Pendulum is actually the wrong play. Apparently the servers were the wrong play. Alright, so I am still at Forja. I still have a Diamond Poppy Field. I'm just going to try.
More time comes greater
Okay, cool. Is the Poppy Field really at Diamond? Thanks. I don't actually want the Pendulum, though. Yeah, if you disconnect at the exact wrong time during Forja, you get 2 diamond upgrades. Bug reported, moving on. I guess I'm going Quixel? I don't know what I'm looking for. I think it really is just second Spider Mace. It's that simple. I could just, like, transform this at Mandala, right? I think I see a better odds of doing this by going to Quicksoul. Unfortunate. And it would appear I've gotten a restorative infinite potion from something else. I'll keep rolling it. No, I want him just selling it. I don't care.
I guess. That's fine. Don't care.
So we have plenty of gold. We did enough throughout the run. What happens if you get a second poppy field? Just about the same thing, but worse, right? Like I lose the scales and the letter opener, and then the build sucks. This doesn't level me up, but it's better for tomorrow. And there might be a tomorrow. I don't like that, but we're playing a pretty fair Mac build all told. For day 13, we're quite weak. If we hadn't gotten conned by the crits on that weapon Vanessa on like day 3, we'd have won already. Blizzard doesn't do as much to me as it might to some. It looks like he's just better than me. I think this is just going to be a lot more effective than what I'm doing. Also, the Blizzard to slow down my start really fucking hurt. Yeah, just once he starts going, he goes off pretty instantly, sided like I do. The issue is that I get affected by Blizzard and he doesn't. Let's see our random enchant. This will make our build start faster because it means we always get this thing affected. I think I do go with enchant with shield on the spider mace. I think that's a lot of defenses. Yeah, definitely. Actually, I can put it on poppy field. What's that do? Yeah, it would only need 90 as opposed to scaling with the value. So I am going to use the spider mace for this. Which also means our startup time's a lot better because now we don't have to worry about RNG of which one we target first.
Another step forward on my path.
I can't really use ammo skills. I need this additional weapon here. Crit skills are bad, so we go slow skills and hope to get damage scaling.
Very fast.
First time you slow freeze. It's not bad. Rolling off of it feels kind of awful, in fact. I'm still doing it. The damage scaling is too important on this day. Well, you go to slow skill for a 1 in 10 twice. You'd expect to see it one of the times, but I just can't land a heads for the life of me. I think I switched these because the spider mace is much, much faster. Oh, and I've left-handed. That sucks. Is that gold, too? It's tough between the crit scaling and righty-tighty. I'm gonna go crit scaling. They're both, like, very minor because the righty-tighty is such a low tier. Definitely didn't want to get another 1% crit scaling. What I want to get is another spider mace. Andy, please, come on, man.
Just taking the first step toward good.
That is not it. Well, I'll take the Philosopher's Stone for gold, but...
I mean, excellent choice.
I'm gonna go temp boost here. I'm gonna go health. Should I go damage? My defenses are shit no matter what, right? I just have to kill them first. And also, that is effectively health with the spider mace having a shield enchant. Alright, just a good fair fight against Lord Arkan. Let's see how much damage and shield we actually do. It should be a lot better than it was with the enchant on the spider mace. Yeah, the startup time is much better. It's still not incredible, but the damage scaling is good. That's like under 10 seconds to kill Arkan, and I generated 4,500 shield. That's not awful. That's perfectly usable, in fact. Unwavering would help a lot. What the fuck do I do with that? Wait. The energy potion's obviously not coming in. I don't think the Eclipse is usable.
After all these centuries, there is still...
When you use an item, deal 100 damage. Your weapons have plus damage equal to 100% of the poison on the enemy. I don't think that does anything. Like, yeah, it scales, but what do I cut? It doesn't work. Yeah, I think Eclipse does nothing for me. So I just sell it immediately for a loot item. What about the Diamond Pendulum? Am I sure it's wrong? Am I completely certain that it's not good? It just makes me so much worse against Disruption. I only have 3 active items. And I lose a weapon, and this weapon stops getting charged by the scales. I think it's wrong. I know Eclipse is wrong. That can't possibly fit. I'll take the crit chance. That is genuinely just good. JJ can sell Spider Mace and everything else. Mandala effectively just gives me a chance to transform into directly Spider Mace, right? Like, I could just transform my Shielded Vitality Potion and see what we get. I can also take 360 max health. I think the Hail Mary to try to find a second Spider Mace is better. And I think JJ has better odds than just getting a small. Well, that sure looks like the potion shop. I think I might be in the wrong place. Hey, there's the library. I mentioned how cool this combo is earlier, but kind of can't happen on this build, unfortunately. I simply do not have any of the other pieces for it other than the lab. This is still at gold. I'm a weapon build. Doesn't quite work here. Might be ending the win streak a bit earlier than anticipated thanks to the Mac nerfs. I could definitely have taken Athenor to 10 wins in the previous meta. Even if I get a legendary enemy, this does not level me up. Is Spider Mace a tool? No. I think all three of these have a literally 0% chance of giving me anything that matters. That's not true. Epic Battle has a minuscule chance of giving me like a monster skill or something. Sure, we'll do Epic Battle then. I don't have... Oh wait, actually I do. Hyper Focus will reduce the cooldown of scales by 30%, which would be very good. Tiny Cutlass is also just better than Letter Opener now that I look at it. Although I have been speculating that Tiny Cutlass might be enchanted already, since it costs 8 gold. Just give me Tiny Cutlass or the good skill, please. Okay, we're gonna do science one way or another. Tiny Cutlass is genuinely better than Letter Opener here. And the double crit damage could matter because I have crit scaling off of slowed targets. But I might be learning something new here. Am I dead? I died. That doesn't look like 1 prestige, but it is. So I think that this is gonna not get enchanted and get charged on the first use of Heavy Laboratory because it costs 8 gold. That's the wrong value. I think Tiny Enchant is implemented, but only on Cutlass.
100 years when you are dust.
I haven't had a chance to like have it run so good I could waste an enchant on Cutlass. This will be a way to test it though. Fiery Rebirth, I guess I'll just fucking lose about that. Shrinking Potion and Lockout with Sandstorm. Yeah, I guess I just die. Also, simultaneous Shrinking Potions are bugged. They multiply against each other. It's the complete opposite of how it should work. Sandstorm might actually not be a problem because I have the Shielded Spider Mace. I think I win this. Yeah, we get him. Also, this is a Turbo Tiny Cutlass, so no, it's not enchanted. It just has the wrong value. And we crush him. The Shielded Enchant here absolutely keeps us alive. Not a problem. Very weird. What wins were you at? You were at 8 with that strat? I mean, Fiery Rebirth is fucked up, right? He just has a huge health pool because of Rebirth, and then he's shrinking you during Sandstorm, so you die pretty fast. That's like the whole strat. He also has Invuln Potion. So 4,000 came from Tiny Cutlass, 1,000 came from Scales, 7.2 thousand came from the Spider Mace because it's so much faster than everything else. Even though these are getting charged like 2 seconds constantly and multicast, this is still going off far faster just because it's being charged by both Poppy Fields and the Heavy Lab. I want to watch that back one more time. I'm not going to get to see another board like this for a long time. I don't think Heavy Lab and Poppy Fields are supposed to go on the same board. I ended up like realizing I didn't have enough for my Athenor and pivoting hard into this. I definitely lose this fight without the Shield Enchant, just 100%. It's the only reason I survived. But the damage scaling is genuinely very good. The full board slow off the Heavy Lab is obviously great. Scales being Obsidian, like this Pearl and my last fight to get this Tiny Cutlass, both seemed pretty important to me. This board's obviously like a little bit weak. Potion Distillery and Voiding Flask are doing really very, very little. I don't know. I don't trust this Bottle Tornado strat. Apparently you can go at least 7 wins with it though. I feel like I got lucky with my late game matchups here. Obviously Spider Mace is a good card. And Lab is capable of being a good card, and Poppy Field's a huge part of the Spider Mace strat. But I don't know that these two go on the same board, and certainly when you're trying to get your Poppy Field weapon strategy, I don't think you're looking for Obsidian Cutlass, or sorry, Obsidian Scales and Tiny Cutlass. It worked! We got to 10! I don't feel good about this build at all. Like, generally when I look at a build and I explain, I'm like, alright, so here's why it's good. My skills, here's the stuff they do. Nothing. What do? They give you left-handed, which is minuscule compared to the damage on a Poppy Field. They give you +1 poison on Poppy Field. That actually does something. I don't burn anymore. 16% crit chance is almost nothing. 2% crit chance per slow is actually probably a lot. I didn't check recap or the end of replay to see how high it got. I imagine it got pretty close to 100 though, so this one's doing something. But then prosperity and quality over quantity, like neither of them are working at all. This build would have been sick if I had just found a second Spider Mace. That would have made the build very, very good. Just could not find a second one. And apparently I really overestimated how good Pendulum would be in this setup. In my head, I was like, yeah, you just use Pendulum, you put it between these two, you find Venom, and the Spider Mace is infinite. And then I realized, like, that's 2 active items. What are we talking about? And then on top of only being 2 active items, because you have no other weapons, the Poppy Field isn't scaling as fast as you would think. I obviously haven't cracked Spider Mace yet. But taking this pile of jank version of Spider Mace to 10 makes me pretty happy. Continuing the argument that Mac might just be very strong in general. Anyone who says Athenor is weak, I don't agree with them. Athenor, like, it's weaker. It was probably one of the best cards in the game previously. It deserves to be weaker. Obviously, I didn't feel good taking it to 10 wins here, but again, look at my pile of skills I have. I had, like, Fiery and nothing else that was really good with Athenor. If I had found more burn skills, I could have taken Athenor to 10 wins, just the same as I did this build. If I had found a second Frost Potion or Sapphire, I could have taken Athenor to 10 wins by going for a lockout-based strategy. But I didn't find any of that. I found Spider Mace Lab and ended up making very weird decisions. I don't know. I got to 10 wins, so I can't be unhappy with it, but I feel like there were piloting errors in this run. Feel free to tell me where you think things went wrong, or where you think they went right. I don't know. It's an exceptionally strange run with exceptionally bad skills. I'm happy at 1. We're on 5-0 on Mac. Looking to keep it going. Hope you're enjoying the streak. Thank you for your time. If you could do the whole YouTube algorithm dance on your way out, like, comment, subscribe. That stuff really does help the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.